The episode opens with Carol reeling from her discovery inside the cold storage warehouse. What was the suspicious white powder and the oily amber fluid? What was hidden inside those shrink-wrapped plastic bags? The horrifying truth is confirmed. The others are utilizing a human derived protein, or HDP, as their primary source of sustenance. The bags are filled with human remains, and the warehouse contains machinery used to process the deceased into a nutritional paste for the billions of joined individuals. Carol, sickened, resolves to take this undeniable evidence, this definitive proof of the others' monstrous nature, to the other unjoined survivors, believing it will finally unite them. Carol's journey takes her to Las Vegas to confront one of the other immune, Koumba Diabaté, who is living his best, most decadent life in the care of the others. Diabaté is presented as the perfect example of someone completely indulging in the hive mind's ability to cater to every whim. We see him in a lavish casino, surrounded by joined individuals who are playing along in his elaborate James Bond-style fantasy. He's winning every poker hand, surrounded by beautiful companions, completely insulated from the world's reality. When Carol arrives, she lays out her evidence, expecting shock and outrage. But the central twist of the episode hits. Diabaté already knows. Not only does he know, but the other unjoined survivors, with the exception of Manusos, have been in communication about it. Diabaté, surprisingly calm, directs Carol to a prepared video explanation from the others themselves. This is where the episode delivers its most bizarre and iconic moment. A cameo by John Cena, playing a hive-minded version of himself, who acts as the other's spokesperson. The video explains their dilemma in detail. The virus, the joining, comes with a strict biological mandate. The others cannot harm or interfere with any living thing. This extends not only to humans and animals, but also to plants. They cannot farm, they cannot hunt, and they cannot kill. With a population of over 7 billion, the total number of joined individuals, they faced a massive, inevitable caloric deficit. Their solution? To harvest the bodies of those who died naturally, or those killed by the initial joining event itself. They are not killing people. They are simply recycling the dead to create HDP, thus not violating their central no-harm directive. In their twisted logic, they are being perfectly humane. Carol is appalled, but Diabaté reveals an even darker truth that the others deliberately left out of their video. Even with the HDP supplement, the vast majority of the joined hive mind is still starving. The others have a built-in shelf life. According to Diabaté's research, the hive mind has a mere 10 years before the caloric deficit becomes fatal, and the entire joined population starves to death. Diabaté and the other immune survivors are not complacent, they are concerned. They see the others not as monsters, but as billions of individuals, suffering an unforeseen, painful, slow death, driven only by their instinct to make the few immune happy before they expire. Diabaté believes their purpose now is to find a way to save the others from this inevitable fate. Carol, in a moment of brilliant defiance, dismisses their moral high ground, pointing out the obvious. Maybe tell them to pick a blooming apple. The episode also provides key information about the unjoined's immunity. The others explain that they can create a tailored vaccine to bring the unjoined into the hive, but the process involves a painful stem cell extraction, a procedure that would violate their do-no-harm mandate. The only way they could do it is if an immune person consented to the procedure, which Carol refuses. Finally, we see the impact of Carol's initial video plea. Back in Paraguay, the isolated survivor Manusos Oviedo watches Carol's video detailing her discoveries and her belief that the joining must be reversed. This is the first time he realizes there are other unjoined people out there. Moved by her call to action, Manusos decides to leave his bunker and head north, presumably to find Carol. His brief encounter with a joined version of his own mother highlights the personal tragedy the other immune have managed to avoid, and Manusos' commitment is set. Episode 6, HDP, is a turning point. Carol has confirmed the other's monstrous feeding habit, but her discovery only isolates her further from the majority of the other immune. Diabaté and the rest are more concerned with the existential crisis facing the others, while Carol remains focused on undoing the joining entirely. The battle lines are now drawn not just between the joined and the unjoined, but among the last few immune survivors. The final piece is in motion. Manusos is on the road. The true resistance is about to begin. What do you think of Diabaté's perspective? Is it moral weakness, or a pragmatic acknowledgement of a greater tragedy? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for our deep dive into Episode 7.